A significant number of primary and secondary school teachers fail capability examinations. Rumbek authorities reinforce alcohol ban ahead of festive season. And Livestock Movement Conference recommends unified disarmament of civilians. Hello, good evening, and thank you for tuning in to Ssbc with me, Mathiang Joseph. In a proactive move to addressing the issue of ghost names among teachers, we turn to Northern Barkazal State's capital, Awil, where a significant number of both primary and secondary school teachers have failed capability examinations involving 8,845 primary school teachers and 383 secondary school teachers. Out of these, 3,000 primary school teachers passed, reflecting a 66% success rate, while only 53 secondary school teachers passed, representing a success of 13.8%. This leaves a staggering 86.2% failure rate, rising concerns about the quality of education in the country. According to the Minister of General Education, Awudeng Achwil, over 70% of the teaching workforce comprises government employees. Ssbc's Mario Silman reports.
The performance assessment exercise for primary and secondary school teachers were conducted by the University of Rumbek Science and Technology in May and June 2024. National Minister Awudeng Achwil confirms that the ministry is determined to enhance the level of education in the country. The Northern Barkazal State Governor Simon Obermawud says the report paves clearer way for adopting suitable approaches to promote teachers' capacity building in the state. The urgent needs of reforms in the education sector in the state.
Why the number of the teachers who actually fail is greater than those who pass may be to come to the answer that there is something need to be done to them. That is why you see that gap. And that is the gap that we should not actually discourage them.
The report is to guide improvement of teaching skills, to recognize and reinforce teaching excellence, to help teachers focus on students' outcomes, and to plan and service education activities.
Apologizing for that video without the audio. Some of the speakers, we could not hear what they were saying. Apologizing for that. Now, a related development at a one-day education conference in Chuaibet County, local communities pledged to support education proliferation by mobilizing resources to purchase school construction and teaching materials like chalks and blackboards. Traditional leaders, youth, women, civil society, and government officials endorsed the initiative. Lakes State Minister of Labor and Public Services, Chol David Majuej, acknowledges challenges in learning spaces and school feeding programs, commending community contributions to support education at the Payam level. Meanwhile, Lake State Director General of Education, Gabriel Malwanyak, urges education managers to enforce the presidential decree on free and compulsory education in the country. Chuaibet County Deputy Director of Education, Joseph Maloj Akut, emphasizes the importance of inclusive education, particularly for girls, to building a better society in the country.
The gathering have explored all the challenges, including the learning space. They have presented that most schools are operating under trees and they are not secure. They present issues of feeding. Some schools have been suffering because of school feeding. They are not performing well. The teachers do not get food and also pupils. The community come up with some strategies. They brainstorm and they agree that they are going to contribute some cash or kind to support the school in their locality. Each chief, regional chief and executive chief will go and hold a meeting for community to find what they can do to make sure that the quality of learning will improve. They will contribute in cash and kind, check that next year they will register improvement in village school and in town school. The community also are advocating for more secondary school.
To support education, in terms of finance, in terms of material, we have gathered, including Salatin, Payam education officers, ladies representative and everyone, to talk about how education can be promoted in Lake State, of which Quebec County is part of Lake State, and the people of Quebec County will support from the Education Department that organized this conference. On behalf of the State Ministry of General Education and Instruction, we have adopted the resolution of which the State Ministry will sit and analyze whatever the Committee of Education in Quebec County have organized, who will be able to share with the relevant authorities so that whatever is agreed by the community must be put into action so that education cannot be left behind in Quebec County and in the rest of the counties of Lake State. We appreciate the government of South Sudan for providing equitable atmosphere for our learners.
And beyond this, we have challenges that we call everyone in this county to come and share these challenges.
More than 200 learners have benefited from Terekeka County's alternative schooling program. The program focuses on enhancing personal capacities towards improving livelihoods. Ssbc's Abate Simon Godo reports.
The intention of the program is to foster a culture of innovation, flexibility, and inclusivity in human resource development in the country. The Terekeka County Government Representative, Alfred Choro, explains the importance of the program as a supplementary system of education that helps instruct the young and the old who missed formal education.
The African Evangelistic Enterprise, Lekadamata Lumunjibu, Fikana Istana, Kubalma Yakun Fikana Istana Tabande, Muatinin Pitana. So Kalirabuna Estaitkum, Kali Zitleko, Ashambukura Kamanta Kombikibu Lana Ziada, Fikaunti Pitana, Wa Lekibila Mundare, beyond Gibila Mundare.
The representative of the Terekeka Diocese of the Episcopal Church of South Sudan, Colonel Emmanuel Modi, applauds the actors for filling the knowledge gap across cognitive, emotional, and socially among other community goals.
Itu kundugu bab lesena wahi tusena denta huda kunkaman dugu bab lesena kani nina ajuna gise ligali kali foro kurubuna inti kan foro kurunde inti abarasiya wasamani hifzekeka Listen and stand.
The project coordinator of African Evangelistic Enterprise, South Sudan, Reverend Clement Lujang, affirms the intention of the program is to provide learners with a platform to explore their interests and holy spiritual potentials.
Ita kan Mesihi, ita kan gidoru fi kenisa, ita kan ma gidoru fi kenisa, ita kan miniatudi, mederesa de jibule ita zol bita mujtama da asan kef kelidoro fi mederesa o kelita Allah. Lianno fi zaman bita hasa mederesa de muhim.
The teacher's representative Samuel Modi Erenayo affirms that indeed the alternative learning program is an effective tool for their learners that promotes engagement to foster the future.
Teachers, we find also there's some activities within the community affecting our teaching. Itabiligo next to naze the activities for community. Bukunpe kwata naze labora support kwata women be missed classes. We need to encourage our people so that they will focus on their education.
The program challenged learners to create exemplary necessities of life that facilitate an effective and engaging learning experiences for change. Abate Simon Godo, Terekeka County, Central Equatoria State.
In Warab State's capital, Kwajok, where Governor Francis Mariala Bour has called on Warab communities to denounce violence as a crucial step towards achieving stability and peace, which are essential for fostering development and socio-economic tranquility. Governor Abour made this appeal upon returning to the state after attending the recently concluded AIDS Governors Forum in Juba, stressing the importance of improved security and advanced job creation and support poverty reduction determinations in the state. From that story, we are going for a break. Stay tuned for more stories coming up. Welcome back and thank you for tuning in. We now move to Lakes State capital Rumbek, where the government introduces a ban on alcoholic beverages and drugs to enhance security and maintaining order during the festive season. Organized forces and the Rumbek Municipality Council have been directed to enforce the ban. During a general cleaning campaign, Mayor Akol Manyang instructed police to supervise and arrest anyone disrupting Christmas and New Year celebrations. Maker Aru, Director of Public Health, stated that the campaign aims to prevent a cholera outbreak in the region. Meanwhile, Rumbek Market Administrator John Mathanj announces plans for CHOP numbering and market innovations in consultation with the municipality. Traders expressed satisfaction with the improved security in the market.
I come out with my office and all my staff of Rumbek Municipal Council to make Rumbek clean so that we celebrated our Christmas and New Year while we are in a clean environment. I want to assure each and everyone outside there that this Christmas and the New Year celebration, we have to celebrate it in peace. We don't want crimes in the town here. There is already security in the place. We will cap down whatever crime is going to be committed during this Christmas Eve. As the governor has put it clear that Lake State must be free from alcohol and other drugs, we are now in a phase of implementation, the order. So Lake State and Rumbek town, I believe it is free from alcohol and whatever the drugs that might have come during this Christmas Eve, I want to tell them that Lake State is not free. You cannot deal on such businesses. If we get you, we will take you to the prison and you will pay whatever consequences that the people of drugs and the ICE are.
The three-day AIDS annual livestock movement conference conducted between pastoralists and farmers from the states of Western Bargazal, Northern Bargazal and Warab ended with several key recommendations and resolutions, including cautioning political parties against politicizing the Marialbai agreement and unified disarmament of civilians in the region. Ssbc's Cliff John Wachaya has the details.
The government of the three states and all organizations and peace partners are to facilitate the work of the local committee in disseminating the conference recommendations at the grassroots level. Martin Magot, Community Empowerment and Progress Organization representative, read out the conference recommendation.
Quickly form and deploy the Joint Integrated Police Force Special Unit along the roads of the seasonal movement of cattle to monitor the movement of cattle and to arrest any cattle-related conflicts that may arise due to violations of the Marialbai Agreement.
Magot says the conference also recommends commitment of all communities, pastoralists and settled farmers to implement the Marialbai Agreement.
To strengthen the operation of the Joint Mobile Special Court for the trial of some of the pending cases arising from the cattle-related issues between the communities, which will contribute immensely to the fight against impunity and further recognition of legal accountability.
The representative of the three commissioners, Luka Dildal, confirms their readiness to work with pastoralists and settled farmers in implementing the recommendations to achieving lasting peace and stability.
And we will work hand to hand with those farmers and pastoralists in order that to help them to do their work successfully, and we will strongly condemn that there will be any movement of any pastoralists working with a gun or any farmers.
Arcangelo Anyar, Minister of Cabinet Affairs and representative of the Governor of Western Bargazal State, calls upon the ministers of local government and law enforcement in the three states to comprehend the necessity of signing a draft joint understanding for the document to become a legal instrument in supporting the implementation of the Marialbai Agreement.
State Minister of Local Government to make a joint memo presented in Warab, presented in Western Barakazal, presented in Nawil, say that it is approved by the Council of Ministers and presented and adopted, say that it become a law. The money are not released for nothing. So we want to see what budget is allocated to support the financial of these committees.
The conference calls upon the transitional government of national unity to expedite the deployment of the necessary unified forces across the country. Cliff John Oshaya, as Ssbc, Western Bahar Ghazal State.
St. Mary's Catholic Church in Wa joined the Christian community in prayers for peace and unity in the country, as well as ahead of Christmas and New Year celebrations. Assistant Parish Priest Moses Peter reminded the Christians to pray for peace and reconciliation, for development and as well as prosperity of the nation.
لازم يكون في الروح بتاع التضحية بيننا، مش بس روح بتاع التواضع ومحبة فقط، لكن تضحية. انت بتشوف حاجة اللي بيهمك ما بيكون لك مهم، لكن اللي بيهمك يكون حاجة اللي بيهم الزول الثاني. إذا كان أخوك، أختك، جيرانك، زميلك، أي زول ثاني أنت شغال لازم تشتغل لمصلحة بتاعه. هنا برضو ناس مسؤولين، إذا كان في أسر بتاعتنا أو في جمعيات بتاعتنا أو في مجتمعات بتاعتنا أو في دولة، هنا عندنا مسؤولية كبيرة. ربنا دايرنا نقدر نشيله بجدية. هنا ما جينا بأنفسنا، وحتى لو الشعب أو يختارنا، ربنا في بورا الشعب اللي يختار كل زول اللي بيكون مسؤول في مجتمع، وربنا دايره يشتغل بالتعليمات اللي هو عارف إنه ده الطريق الصحيح.
وكحكومة الأوجاع بتاعهم ده أوجاع بتاعنا، الصوبات البواجيم ده صوبات القاعدة يواجهنا كلنا. إذن لابد أن نكون يدنا مع بعض، ونحن نسلم ربنا إنه ربنا يجيب لنا الخيرات والبركات في بلد بتاعنا. والكنيسة دائما بتطور مع تطور بتاع البشرية. عشان كده نحن شفنا كنيسة الليلة قدم وعظ، والوعظ لمس قلوبنا كلنا في إنه كيف أن احنا ننظر لقضايا بتاعت بلد وننظر لقضايا.
As Equatoria Presbyterian Church prepares to celebrate Christmas and New Year, hopes are growing among believers for changes in their spiritual journeys. Ssbc's Emanuela Joyce reports.
Christian faithful in the Equatoria Presbytery of the Presbyterian Church celebrate the fourth and last Sunday of Advent with high hopes for Christmas, marking the commemoration of the birth of Christ Jesus, the Prince of Peace. The believers fervently yearn for peace and pray for positive changes in the country. In his sermon, the presiding celebrant appeals to the congregation to seek divine blessings in their lives. Some believers pursue the public to trust in God and patiently wait for better days ahead. About celebrating Christmas merrily and spending quiet and somber time with their loved ones through Christmas and the New Year. Believers console each other to remain optimistic and maintain peace and harmony in their homes.
Juba Christian Center gathered to prepare for Christmas with a call for peace and unity in the country. In a media statement, John Fabiano, Bishop of the Sudan Pentecostal Church, urges South Sudanese to pray effectively for God's intervention to redeem the country from its suffering. Marcelo Boana, senior pastor at Juba Christian Center, highlighted the significance of celebrating the birth of Jesus Christ in the Christian faith. Osolina Puru, a member of the church, encourages the public to remain hopeful despite ongoing challenges.
عاوز أقول تهنئة بتاعتي للشعب بتاعتنا في جنوب السودان بهذه المناسبة الجميلة اللي نحن بنحتفل به في كل سنة إنه يسوع المسيح اتولد، وعشان كده نحن بنقول للشعب بتاعتنا ومؤمنين وكل العالم نحن سعيدين بهذه المناسبة الجميل، بهذه المناسبة العظيم. فخلي الشعب بتاعتنا إنه يحتفل بهذه الميلاد رغم إنه تحديات المادية والتحديات الاقتصادية، لكن ما بيمنعنا عشان نحن نحتفل بميلاد بتاع يسوع المسيح. خلي نحن مع بعض وأسر بتاعتنا كلنا نحن نمسك أيدينا مع بعض وخلينا نحتفل بميلاد يسوع المسيح، لأنه يسوع المسيح مش اتولد بس في العالم، لكن يسوع اتولد في قلوبنا في يوم بتاعت الليلة ونحن بنؤمن به. ده سبب بتاعت الفرح بتاعتنا، لأنه هو المخلص اللي شايل كل خطايانا وشايل كل الذنوب بتاعتنا وادانا الفرح وادانا السلام. لذلك خلينا نعيش في سلام الحقيقي اللي يسوع المسيح عاوز انه نحن كلنا نعيش في سلام بمجد بتاع الاسم بتاعه. شكرا.
In this world that we see, we are suffering, but Jesus came to give us hope. And this hope must be also declared to everyone that has hopelessness because Christ came to give us hope and give us life. And as we celebrate, let us enjoy the joy of Christmas because Jesus is born. He is born for us to give us peace in our hearts and also peace in our mind so that we can celebrate with the joy.
Rokota Ima, Rokota Marfa, Rokota Salam, Rokota Kapurabana, Hajadana Indi. Ana ngejeni mo. Asankida ana ngewo dikabar le duni. Kata lisa pi moskila eta marfu Yesua, talle suwa be odile taraha. Bodile ta salam. Salam ali abadi. Ma salam ta dunia asa alina gemata fogode. De salam bitarabana de ma bijola albasir. De musabit pijwa inta maraka al-Kudus. De jami.
A joint delegation from the Western Bargazal State Ministry of Health and the World Health Organization inspected Farika area in Raja County to addressing a severe shortage of medical services in the region. The delegation brought medical supplies in response to calls from local residents. In a statement to Ssbc, Dr. Francis Michael Hassan, State Minister of Health, affirmed the state government's commitment to improving the health care for rural communities in support of economic and development determinations in the area. The executive director of RECA highlighted key challenges including education, lack of clean water, and food insecurity. Ibrahim Alit, the medical assistant in RECA, expresses gratitude for the medical supplies, emphasizing their importance in treating common diseases among the population in the region.
دايرين نأكد لكم إنه نحن في الحكومة أو في الرئاسة بتاعت الولاية اهتمامنا الأكبر للمواطن بتاعنا في مناطق الترفيه، مناطق الحدودية مثل فرقة. نمرة 2 الزيارات الزيدة نحن بنجي فيه عشان ما نتعرف المشاكل الموجود في المنطقة، وبرضو كمراقبة للسياسات والمشاريع اللي احنا بنكتو ننفذه لخدمة بتاع المواطن في المنطقة.
المنطقة هنا والله ظروفه بقى صعب. الأخير كمان نقدم رسالة لوزارة بتاعنا بأنه المياه هنا بقى لنا صعب. العددية بقى كتير وبقينا ما عندنا موية، دايرين برضو موية. رسالة الأخير كمان دايرين برضو الأطفال المعنى هنا بقى ما عندنا المدارس. دانا وسايا أنا داير نقدمه للرئاسة بتاعنا مقاطع راجة، يقدر كمان يقفوا معنا مع محافظ مقاطع راجة ومدير التنفيذي مقاطع راجة، يقدر كمان يقدم الرسالة بتاعنا ده لولاية خرب وبار خزال بأنه المنطقة ده الحمد لله بقى فوق مواطنين، لكن المعيشة بقى لنا صعب.
أنا بشكر السيد الوزير بزيارته للمرة الثانية. الحقيقة للمرة الأولى كان جو خلى الوفد هنا وعملوا معنا 3 يوم في عمل، وجابوا معه وكان كمية بتاعت الأدوية، وكمية ده هو نفع المواطن كان شديد جدا. واليوم برضو نشكر السيد الوزير بوصوله، برضو جاب لنا كمية من الأدوية اللي هو فيها دريبات وفيها مضادات حيوية وفيها قطرات بتاعت العيون وكل المضادات الحيوية، وفي شرابات بتاعت الإسهال، أدوية بتاعت ملاريا. برضو وصلنا الحمد لله. نحن نشكر الرسالة ده بأنه من المواطن هو بشكر السيد الوزير.
The National Youth Union joined humanitarian efforts by donating a variety of food and non-food items to Divine Mercy Action Orphanage in Juba. Ssbc's Haram Felix reports.
The South Sudan National Youth Union leadership showed their generosity by donating food and non-food items to the Divine Mercy Action Orphanage homes in Juba. This act of kindness was a gesture of goodwill to celebrate the upcoming Christmas holiday with the children at the orphanage. Chairperson of the South Sudan National Youth Union, Taban Paride, emphasized that mentoring young children is a shared responsibility.
We have potentials and we have talents here. The administration Aja Bugulu, Yamial can Alabo, Monkara Bushuru, let us take it from our brains. Yale Munbirava Beteriga Barabarao, Fi Dakataraini, Fi Fananini, Kulu, but we must mentor them in a right way. As an Kedumon Ligo, and they have to reach their potentials.
Dr. Sande Simon urged the children to maintain a clean environment to prevent the spread of waterborne diseases.
نهتم بصحتنا ونهتم بالمحل اللي احنا قاعدين فيه يكون نظيف عشان ما يجينا امراض. هسه في مرض حايم اسمه الكوليرا. الكوليرا ده يا جماعه بيجي اكثر حاجه من عدم النظافه. فلازم الحمامات تكون نظيفه، لازم نحافظ على نظافه الحمامات، لازم نغسل يدينا بالمويه والصابون. بعد ما تاكل تغسل يدينك بالمويه والصابون. الحته اللي انت ساكن فيها لازم يكون نظيف، الحمامات لازم تكون نظيفه عشان ما يجينا كوليرا.
Justice Achok Chandrech encouraged the children to stay away from harmful practices.
واحنا الليله عندنا محل زي ده بيهتم بينا، معناه شنو؟ احنا عندنا محل بيقدم لنا رعايه كويس وما بخلينا نمشي في اصلاحيه، تبغى بعمل جريمه تبروجني بهناك ما في زول بيشوفه كويس، ما في اكل كويس تبلقاه، تبقعد في السجن 3 سنة 4 سنة وده باخر زول. محل ده كمان ما كويس. لو زول تاني داير طلع قاضي وبروح حكموا ناس زي ديل. ومحل عيال صغار ده ما سجن، عيال صغار المفروض يقعد في بيت، المفروض يمشي مدرسة، المفروض بيمشي شارع عشان يلعب ويرجع في بيت، ما المفروض يعمل جريمة.
Advocate Yasmin Ahmed Kamis, director of the Divine Mercy Action Orphanage, expressed gratitude for the support and highlighted some of the challenges faced by the center.
التحديات اللي قاعد يواجهنا يمكن جزء منه هسي انتوا شفتوا الأدوية أو العلاج. احنا بناكل وبنشرب، لكن لما نمرض ما في زول بيهتم بالناحية ده، وده التحدي الأكبر عندنا.
Deputy Chairperson of the South Sudan National Youth Union, Mutwakil Awol, reaffirmed the union commitment to continue support for vulnerable children.
أنهنا إننا أدوار كثيرة لازم نحن بنعمله، especially في إنه to empower youth وعشان تيمبو يوز نحن ببدأ من أطفال الزيدة. إننا initiative كتير، إننا project كويس لكم، لكن حاجة ده بيبدأ حبة حبة. نحن هسي ماشيين نبدأ فيه من شهر واحد.
This act of compassion by the National Youth Union is a commendable example of community support and demonstrates their dedication to the well-being of children in South Sudan. Abraham Felix, Ssbc, Juba.
Now, reverting our attention to sports news, we move to Lake State capital, Rumbek, where government pledges to promote wrestling as a tool for fostering peace and coexistence among communities. Recognized as a state heritage, wrestling is being used to amend differences among communities with history of conflict. Ssbc's James Arosi joins us from Rumbek.
A wrestling tournament brought in well-prepared wrestlers from various counties of Lake State to Rumbek East County to match their rivals in a peaceful competition. Featuring participants from several wrestling clubs from Chilbet County who faced Ural West County alongside the major matches of the community of Rumbek East County against the Apakamapur community of Alokwak and Girpayam of Ural West County. Among the spectators and the state governor, Rintoin Mabur, who sees these activities in the state as one of the cultural heritage that has taken over as a tool of promoting peace and unity among his people.
مسارعين موجودين في الميدان وده جمع بتاع ناس بتاع ولاية كله 8 كاونتيز وجيران بتاعهم فهيك ده ستيت كله يا موجود هنا مبسوطين عايشين بسلامة فرحانين وإن شاء الله سلام ده يكون سلام مستديم. أنا كحاكم بتاع الولاية مع وزير بتاع الشباب وكميشنر بتاع رومبيك إيست هو ممثل كوميشنر بتاع يرو الويست كله وزير بتاع المالية بتاع ليك ستيت مفتش بتاع الوغلوك بيام قادة بتاع جيش قوات نظامية أخرى حكومة أو شعب بتاعه نانو قاعدين ده احتفال كبير. ده بداية بتاع كريسمس وبداية بتاع نيو يير وكل مواطن في ولاية مبسوط وإن شاء الله سنة 2025 يكون سنة بتاع سلام سنة بتاع تنمية زي ما انتم شايفينه كان كبير ولا صغير كله مبسوط. صراع في ولاية بوهرات طبعا بمارسوه كان في يرو الويست واريال كاونتي يرو الإيست كاونتي لكن هسه امتدت لرومبيك إيست رومبيك سنتا شعيبات أولو مادا كاونتي وادا لون رومبيك نورث وإن شاء الله برضو هيمشي. طبعا أخذنا ممارسة ده كنقطة بواحد ناس كله زي ما انتم شايفين ومنين بننطلقوا بيونتي بتاع الناس بتاعنا وبنوروا للولاية ولدولة جنوب السودان إنه ليك ستيت آمنة مواطن برضو بسلام وبنرحب بالسلام ده برضو ينتشر في أجزاء بتاع ولايات الجيران ولدولة كله.
Flashing back to the dark history of 4 years ago, these communities couldn't face one another like this without counting a number of deaths on both sides. But with the continuous engagement and restoration of law and order in the state since 2021, Governor Rain believes these activities will encourage understanding and eroding the dark history that killed many in the state. The match ended with the Ural West County defeating the host county 11-3 down throws.
South Sudan secured a thrilling 3-2 victory over Rwanda in the qualifiers for the African Nations Championship. For the local players, the first goal for South Sudan came in the 13th minute when the Rwandan team scored an own goal. Mandela extended South Sudan's lead with a brilliant strike in the 20th minute of the game.
counter-attack. I think when you do a high line, there are more chances of you conceding goals, I would say. But I'm happy for the players. They showed resilience. You could see after the first goal, second half we came back, we wanted to win, and you could see the resilience in the players. That shows character. So it was really difficult, for me as a coach, to see more than how many opportunities and not be able to utilize them. So probably we'll be working on that. On the case of our fans, it's a huge motivation, just having your crowd just coming up, be able to support us. I think I would say they were extra number 12 for us.
I want to thank before my staff, because they were alone during the camp, and I want to congratulate my players, of course. But the score is good, but I think it will be very difficult in Rwanda, because Rwanda has a good team, very good team. They were better than us today. I don't know why, but physically we were not very good. And the last 30 minutes were very, very, very bad. And we have to work about that. The spirit was good because we fought a long time during all the game. Even the second goal for Rwanda is outside, 5 meters. It's normal for them to score 2 times. Okay, but when we can win.
That's it from me and the team. My name is Matiang Joseph, and thank you for tuning in. Stay tuned for more programs coming up.